Very good evening and welcome to the live action from St. Peter's College grounds. St. Peter's College hosting Vidyartha College Kandy in the last week action in the first round of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. St. Peter's having won all 5 games they faced this season will take on this Vidyartha side who has a mixed bag of games in this season, losing 3 games and winning 2 against Dharmaraja and Science College. Weather it's hot and humid here in Bambalapitiya, be the ideal conditions for the home side, but Vidyartha on the other hand would love some less sunny conditions, but that's what they have to face today. This Bamba Brigade will look to continue their winning momentum forward and keep an eye on that lucrative Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. Joining with me in commentary Ranjika Pereira. Welcome Ranjika to this game.
Thank you Nilan, and welcome to all our viewers. Like you mentioned, final game of the first round. Peterite still unbeaten, while Vidyartha College, like you mentioned, have had a mixed bag of results. They started off well, but along the way they've not managed to really enforce wins in their favor. But they'll be eyeing to cause an upset in this final week. Vidyartha is not a team that you should take lightly at all. They can, on their day, can be really dangerous, and they have the skill set to upset any team at any given moment.
Both teams getting prepared for the game a few minutes ago in their last warm-up sessions. Here we see the Vidyartha College team doing the last bit of the plan that they have come to execute in Colombo. And here we go, the results of Vidyartha College started off with a bang against Science College, but then 2 losses in a row to Trinity College and Royal College. Then they came back with another victory against their arch rivals Dharmaraja, and last week a lot expected that they could have given a big fight to Saira College, but unfortunately that game went on the other way, and St. Peter's clean slate winning against Royal, very tight game, and then bonus point victory against Dharmaraja Sahira and Science College, and then the big win at Papare against Trinity.
Just a few minutes away from kickoff, Vidyartha College huddled up in the center. Take a look at their 15. Dilruk Suranta, Pasandulev, Sakir Izmi, Dilshan Kumar, Helena Vijayatunga, Yasit Veerasinghe, Kevin Jayasinghe, Ranidu Gajanayaka, Kavish Hettiarachi, Deshan Balasurya, Sadev Dilhara, Nanjana, Vijay Surya, Gayan Pereira, and Praveen Mel and Sarat Kumar. While the replacements are Dilruk, Chandeepa Charuka, Satmet Pasindu, Pamudita Mohammed, and Roshita.
Let's look at the home team. St. Peter's College. Jehan Veerabangsha Dulaj Navodya is moved from the number 8 position to the hooker position with Ranitura Ritmal, Sadev Gamage, Dinon Ranavira, Aiden Fernando and Nashin Madugaske, and Shanuka Pereira moving to number 8. The 19 combination Salit Galage and Vindya Nimel, Sudesh Jayavikram and Umit Shihar is back after 2 weeks of not playing that Science and Zahira game. And Pasidu Bandara moves to the wing position with Dinit Ranasinghe, and Kushan Tharindu will complete the 15 for St. Peter's. Replacements of Sachin, Revon, Suleiman, Sadev, Pawan, Pranit and Amit Jayavira will complete the Peterite outfit, who are looking to complete their 6th victory, and most importantly would try to get a bonus point if it's possible.
Bonus point have been tough to come by for the Peterites. Even though they have won all their games, they only managed 3 bonus points. But pretty sure they'll be expected to get a bonus point in this game, and they'll be looking to somehow get that confidence, carry that confidence towards the super round, and that's where the deciding games will be played. For sure they'll be playing with Vidyartha College, but I think at the end of today we'll know who they will be playing the other game with. It could be DS, it could be St. Anthony's, it could be St. Thomas's as well. All three teams have the opportunity to book that second spot in the other group. So crunch game, a deciding day in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. Go to a short commercial break. At the other side we'll have live action coming to you live from Bambalapitiya.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland. With Europe's largest retail manufacturer, Modern Expo, as a supply partner, along with its own 30,000 square foot HQ in St Albans, NABCO offers its customers a complete retail solution with the best talent in the industry. NABCO is leading the transformation of the retail landscape.
Experience the exquisite taste of real fruit with the goodness of fresh milk. Kothmale drinking yogurt, now in strawberry, mango, vanilla and wood apple. Kothmale drinking yogurt, your daily refreshment.
Slight delay at the Bambalapitiya grounds. Peterite's taking their own sweet time to come onto the field, and now Vidyartha College returning the favour. But Not much of a crowd so far. I think hopefully it will build up in the next couple of minutes. Last game here at Bambalapitiya. I believe both the other games are away games for us, if I'm not wrong.
Would be the other team who qualifies today most probably would be our game, but the Isipatana one last year we played at Havelock, so that will basically be a home game. And for Isipatana, both games against Royal and St. Peter's will be away for them, so Peterites have that home advantage in the last game that they will face in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. So they have the home game, but most important thing today is to get the victory and secure bonus point to keep the hunt down against these green machines.
Indeed, need to keep up. They need to get the confidence. Most importantly, I believe confidence will play a key role going into that Isipatana tie. They faced them in the seventh final, which Isipatana won very easily at the Royal Complex a couple of months ago, and faced in a couple of ties, but Isipatana have got the better of St. Peter's College in the last couple of years or so. St. Peter's College haven't been able to beat their arch rivals, arch nemesis, I would say, Isipatana College in the last few years. So, a lot at stake for the Bamba Brigade indeed, as they prepare for those decisive games in the next round. But first, they need to make sure that they get over this hurdle. Vidyartha College will be determined to cause an upset for sure.
Yeah, they would come down to Colombo looking for upset. As you said, last year they beat St. Peter's at Nittawala, so they know how to get the better out of this Bamba Brigade team. And the conditions are against them. They would have liked a very nice conditions, but today it's very hot and humid, so not ideal for the Vidyartha team. Small held up in play. Still, so the kickoff is a bit delayed at the moment. St. Peter's, on the other hand, in the last 5 games they played, I think they played a great game at Palekale, and then they continued the momentum into that Zaira encounter at Maradana. That was very fast open rugby played by the Peterites. Scored 56 points in that game, but last week it was an error-ridden game. Was not the same side who took Zaira the week before. So the Peterite management, coach Sanat Martis will look at that game and hopefully we could see some changes happening. And they had few changes in the lineup through. We saw Yumit Chihara coming back. He last played the Trinity game, and he comes in, and we see Dulaj Navodaya, the number 8, moving into that hooker position. Still, there's a small held up in play.
I think they were waiting for the ambulance, Nilhan. Now it has arrived. You need another one as well. So, believe that is the held up for this encounter to start off. We'll go to a short commercial break once again, and stay tuned to papare.com as we bring you live coverage from the Bambalapitiya grounds.
different. We are agile. We are empowered. We are a team. We are an outgo.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland. With Europe's largest retail manufacturer, Modern Expo, as a supply partner, along with its own 30,000 square foot HQ in St Albans, NABCO offers its customers a complete retail solution with the best talent in the industry. NABCO is leading the transformation of the retail landscape.
Experience the exquisite taste of real fruit with the goodness of fresh milk. Papare drinking yogurt, now in strawberry, mango, vanilla and wood apple. Papare drinking yogurt, your daily refreshment.
We are different. We are agile. We are empowered. We are a team. We are an outgo.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland. With Europe's largest retail manufacturer, Modern Expo, as a supply partner, along with its own 30,000 square foot HQ in St Albans, NABCO offers its customers a complete retail solution with the best talent in the industry. NABCO is leading the transformation of the retail landscape.
Experience the exquisite taste of real fruit with the goodness of fresh milk. Papare drinking yogurt, now in strawberry, mango, vanilla and wood apple. Papare drinking yogurt, your daily refreshment.
are different. We are agile. We are empowered. We are a team. We are NABCO.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland.
Everything's sorted, and we are just about to kickstart proceedings here at the Bambalapitiya. Long delay today, but there won't be. Hopefully, the light will remain throughout the match. Referee for today, Aruna Shanta, as to assistant referees Harshana Vijayveer and Gihan Kavind, who is in charge of the game for today. Will be with the other college to kickstart the first half. Deep kick there, Kushan gathering it, giving it to Javikrama, who goes down deep. Good clearance kick there from Sudesh Javikrama. Gets it deep inside, almost on the 40-meter. Time for them, time for the host to put some pressure on the line out, first line out for Vidyartha College.
Set pieces are very crucial in this game. St. Peter's did not contest all the initial lineouts, and that is collected well. Now Vidyartha Balasuriya goes into contact, setting things up. Is Vidyartha College trying to run from their own half in the initial stages of the game. Third place ball to the corner. Gets to one, now good offload, but referee bringing play back to a forward pass and initial scrum for St. Peter's.
Trying to keep the ball in close quarters with the other college. Trying to run from their own half, not working out in that occasion. St. Peter's will be wary of it. They are rushing up on defense, but they'll have to be very careful with this Vidyartha boys who can run the ball through. It's the first feed for the Peterite scrum off. Goes in, takes it out cleanly. Here comes St. Peter's. Sudesh to Yumet Shihara to Kushan. Kushan gives it to Dinetrana Singh. Here's a danger man, steps away from a couple of defenders. Takes the ball into the 22. The ball is still rumbling away, but referee will ping back play for a knock forward from Vidyartha. The first attacking phase, Peters looking lethal.
Especially using their backs, Jayavikrama, Kushan, Tharidu combining and sending Dinesh Ranasinghe was so close to going over, but good cover defense by Vidyartha College. Dinesh Ranasinghe showed some beautiful moves in the last game too, so continuing from where he left. So important scrum with Gallagher feeding in, and St. Peter's have an ideal opportunity early in this space to breach this Vidyartha defense. Now Gallagher to win the Dimel to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama passes to Yumit Shihara. Yumit Shihara scores the first try for St. Peter's College. Beautiful move by Jayavikrama, sending his partner, and Yumit Shihara opens the scoreboard for St. Peter's.
Shihara coming back into the side, starts the scoring for the Peterites. Easy move, brilliant running angle from the center to cut back through the defense, and near the post he goes. Stunning, ideal start for the Peterites in this final encounter of the first round. Yumit Shihara gets the first score. Kushan Thanindu with the kicking duties. He was unsuccessful in the previous game, but this time he starts off well with a conversion for 7 points to nil. It stands in the 4th minute. Perfect start for the Peterites.
Easy conversion for Kushan Thanindu in front of the sticks, adding that 2 extra points. Ideal start, and Vidyartha straight away under pressure. They did not kick and move out of their own half, and that ploy conceding 7 points in the process. Kumara with the restart, another high hanging one. Shihara could not collect, and now not doing that cleaning work. Jai Vikram. Now he's gonna trying to run, and a good offload to Yumit Shihare. He's in, and that pass not going according to the plan, and referee Nashant deeming that there was a knock forward from St. Peter's.
You can see the confidence of the Peterites after that try, just what they needed. They have the confidence to run from their own half. Mitchiara once again showing great upper body and lower body strength. Trying to hustle his way through a couple of tackles. Does so confidently, but his offload is not the ideal one for the incoming player. So Vidyartha with a chance to work this one from the attacking half. It's the first phase now. Change in direction, but Peterite's defense up to the task once again. Using that inside channel and good continuity. Good offload there from the ground. Vidyartha player keeping the ball running. Here comes Vidyartha now. Keeping the ball in close quarters. But defense is really good from the Peterites. Here's a lob past. Not going into the hands of the winger in that occasion. It was Dilhara missing the ball. It was a tough one for him. Not the ideal pass from the Vidyartha player in that occasion. Nevertheless, the Peterites once again with a chance to work from their own half. Uncontested. Takes it cleanly. Here's Javikrama. Goes into contact. Goes past a couple of defenses. Now in the Dimel to Umetsiara once again. The danger man goes past a couple of defenders. Here comes the winger. Second try for St. Peter's College. Easy as you like it. It was Pasidu Bandara, the other winger this time. Breaking through a couple of defenders. Once again, Yumet Shihara making the break. Then Kushan Thanindu waiting for the defender to come to him and passing it to Bandara, who goes all the way under the post. Easy as you like it. 2 tries up for Peterites.
2 tries, and Yumit Shihara played a pivotal role in both tries, and here in this try he opened up space. As we see Kushan Thanindu adding the 2 extras. St. Peter's off to a flyer here at Bambalapitiya, 14 points to nil just in the 7th minute of play. They have piled on 2 tries. Looks a different side from what it was last week, and the inclusion of Yumit Shihar adding to that firepower that this team had has brought big change to this side, Ranchika, in this game.
Indeed, clear difference. Clear difference, Nilan, from the previous game where they were really clumsy, not unable to get a couple of spaces in. But today, they have made their homework. Well, here's the try scorer, Bandara. Keeps the ball in, gives it to the skipper, Madugaspe, who goes into contact, brought down. Now change in direction. Here comes Vidyartha, who goes into contact, brought down. Now to Jayavikrama, who gives it to Dinesh Ranasinghe. Looking for options, gives it back to Jayavikrama, who's brought down. Looked to be a high tackle, but referee is playing advantage for that high tackle. But Peterite's continuing play. Yes, St. Peter's on the 22 now from their own half. Wonderful confidence from them in the Nimel now. Gives it to Kushan. Kushan with a wayward pass. But Peterite's come away with it. Here is a try scorer, Bandara, who goes into contact. Now change in direction. Here's the forwards getting their hard yards in. That's a knock on. But referee will bring back play for the penalty advantage earlier in the earlier phase. Couple of advantages played for St. Peter's. But so far I think much better team from what we saw last week, Nilan.
Definitely, and that combinations working with Pasidu Bandara in the corner has made some valuable contribution to this team in this first 10 minutes. Kick is good by the St. Peter's, so they are into the 5-meter line, and this is what we like to see. The forwards also getting into this act, knowing that they have a good back line, and the forwards always bringing that extra attacking option. And Peterite forward is a very bulky front line also, so crucial opportunity for St. Peter's.
Uncontested. The ball was missed, but knockback, says the referee. Here comes the forwards now. Hustling through. Now gives it to the flanker. Going to the shorter side. Good defense, good desperate defense by Vidyartha College, pushing back the Peterites. But they go again, the ball is turned over. Yes, knocked on, says the referee. So a slight victory for Vidyartha College, managing to turn over ball inside their 10-meter. It's good defense. Here is that's the moment where the ball is knocked on by Sadev Gamage in the location. But still not out of jail with Vidyartha. They have to make sure that they clear their lines now.
Yeah, they did their initial defensive work correctly. Now it's time for them, as you mentioned, to clear the line. And Hettiarachchi with the feed in for Vidyartha. He will look at Balasuriya, but the ball goes out, and good rush defense there by St. Peter's, bringing that pressure to the boys from Kandy. And now they had to go to Balasuriya, and he kicks way just outside the 22-meter. Another opportunity for St. Peter's if they can get the line out sorted correctly, and would be ideal opportunity for the forwards.
It'll be interesting to see whether they'll opt for the rolling maul from here. In the early occasion, couldn't do it. Missed the ball, but with the other not contesting in the previous occasion. This time looks like they will. Yes, they do. But a bit too early. Referee will continue play as Peters now try to work from the 40-meter. Knock forward there by Bandara. And it's gathered by the number 13 jersey for Vidyartha College, who cuts back in, waiting for options. He needs support. Support arrives. And here comes Vidyartha College now on the counter. Brilliantly done to reach the 22-meter. Once again using that inside channel and earning themselves a penalty taken quickly. But referee says it's not from the correct spot. 2 penalty advantages, and referee giving them the option to choose one. So against the run of play, Vidyartha have managed to turn the tables around and get inside the Peterite 22. Chance for them to hit back the hosts.
Losing the ball in that process, which is unacceptable for St. Peter's. Now they have some defending to do just outside the 5-meter line. And you see a replay of that previous move. Now Vidyartha collects the line out and forms the rolling maul. St. Peter's first time in this game under pressure. Vidyartha rolling maul looks good. Have they gone over? Yes, they have, and Vidyartha have scored the first try of the game. And that's a big try for the boys from Kandy. Straight away answering the St. Peter's challenge with a try of their own to open the scoring. The line out was hanging well, and then it broke away, and St. Peter's no chance in that process. With that, and in that 5 points, that mistake from the Peterite backs, knocking that ball over, opened up the opportunity, and finally Vidyartha from there onwards gathered that with both hands, and now have added 5 points to the tally.
Conversion from Sarat Kumara. The conversion is not through, so it will remain 14-5. But good response from Vidyartha College. On the counter, they are a dangerous side indeed. They have the runners. They have the skill set to work their way. Here's a misconversion. Peterites cannot afford to relax against this with the other side, no matter how much they score.
Kushan Tharindu now with the restart. High hanging kick, just going over the 10-meter, and ball is loose. But referee deeming that there was knock forward in that collection by St. Peter's, so bringing back play for the scrum.
Clear knock forward there from the Peterite. Here's Vidyartha now on their own half, trying to work their way. Forward pass once again, the second time. They're trying to keep the ball in close quarters, trying to go for this quick pop passes, but just not timing it right. The runners this time once again. This is a pass. Yes. The ball going forward from his hands. Clear, easy call there for Nishanta. St. Peter's now at centre field. Perfect position for them to launch an attack. Salid Galage with the feed. He gets it. Gives it to Vidyartha. Now Bandara, the try scorer. The ball is knocked back, says the referee. Peterite still with the ball. Here's Ranasinghe. Doing the scrum half duties now. Now the forwards. Hustling through. Ugalage. Gives it to Vidyartha, to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama to Dinesh Ranasinghe. He steps away, steps in, steps out. Goes under the post as is Kushan Tharindu, I beg your pardon. Easy as you like it. A lot of skill. Very highly skilled man. This Kushan Tharindu have not lived up to his expectations, unfortunately. But this time, look at this. Dummies it, steps out, steps in, fends off the incoming defender, and goes under the post. Third try for the Peterites.
Beautiful move by Tharindu. Adding that 5 points for St. Peter's just after conceding, so that will give the Peterites the momentum of this game. And it's nice to see Umit Shihar, Jayavikrama and Tharindu playing in tandem, and this looks frightening for the visiting teams as this Peterite line continues to impress in this first 20 minutes in this game. Vidyartha looking to restart they would not give away any opportunities if they are presented like they did in the first scoring chance. Now Vidyartha with Kumara's boot goes long, knocked back, says referee. So Jai Vikrama kicking it deep and Vidyartha letting it bounce. Fortunately now Vidyartha trying to run from their half, and the kick is there, but St. Peter's now returning the favour back with a kick, and that does not find touch. Some kicking game happening between these two teams. And now St. Peter's looking to spread it with Jai Vikrama goes again to his boot for a 50-22. But kick is good. Beautiful kick, Ranjika. And it's a 50-22 for St. Peter's.
Nicely done. Well executed, Sudesh Jai Vikrama in that occasion. And the bounce also in favour of the Peterite. So another chance for them to secure the bonus point inside the first 20 minutes of the game. First 25 minutes, I would say. Looks like there was an initial infringement. Referee Arushanta consulting with his AR. We'll have a chat with him. Not quite clear what the issue was. Looks like it's cleared, and it will be a line out for St. Peter's as we expected. Nishanta getting it right, and throw in for St. Peter's. Dulat's now there with the duties. So far he has done a decent job playing as hooker today.
Now with the getting ready. Ideal opportunity for the Peterites, and they go to the first spot and forms the rolling maul that goes in, and straight away a penalty advantage for St. Peter's. Now go to the shorter side, and that's a score for St. Peter's College. Knowing that they had the advantage, the Peterites used their forwards and went over. Here they got the advantage, and straight away Chinook Pereira asking for the ball, and that was nicely passed to him, and he found the gap and went over for the Peterites. Tharidu with the conversion, he had three easy ones in front of the sticks, slight angle on his, but got into his kicking capabilities. This looks an easy one as he bisects the uprights. That's 2 more points, so 28 points to 5, and St. Peter's Ranjika has secured the bonus point by scoring the 4th try. They just need to continue and win this game from here onwards.
Yes, the 25 minutes, not even 25 minutes it took for the Peterites to secure the bonus point. So far, a brilliant game from the host. Just what they needed to finish this first round, but the game is not yet over. As we always say, Vidyartha is not a team that you can relax on. They can bite you back, but so far, Peter's dominating. Umit Shihara, the try scorer, dummies, goes through the middle, gives it to Sudesh Jayavikrama, and he gets it back from him. Cuts back in, and unfortunately, good defense, tracking back. That was the number 18, Pasanduleva, who tracked back all the way from the Peterite half. And brilliant defense to dislodge the ball and turn over. Here's Umit Shihara starting off. Sudesh Jayavikrama running in support, and then once again, Umit simply continuing his run and getting back the ball, and here comes the tackle to dislodge the ball and turn it over for Vidyartha College. If not for that, that would have been the 5th try for the Peterites.
Jayavikrama just wanted the ball back, but was too late as Vidyartha College going out of the red zone into the 40-meter line. St. Peter's forwards still haven't got a lot of opportunities as this backline continues to impress. And Navodaya will have another crack at this line out. This time goes to the middle, collected by Madhugaske. Now Dimel to Jayavikrama, to Kushant Harindu, to the corner to Bandar. He goes through. Now Jayavikrama acting as scrum of giving the ball to the forwards. That's with Mal, and now the kick and chase by Rana Singh, and with that the College clearing the ball, but just outside the 22-meter, and still with the College in that own half. As we see a replay of that kick, and good chase done by Rana Singh, but finally Vidyartha kicking it to touch.
Here's Navodaya with the throw in. Uncontested once again. Here's Vindadimel going into contact. Galage gives it out. Here's Shihara. Shihara to Kushan. Kushan to Bandara. Sprints across. Keeps the ball in play. Bandara. Still St. Peter's with the ball, but now stolen by the College player inside their own 22. Once again going for the clearance kick, and he finds touch on the halfway mark, just beyond it. So good clearance there from the player.
Good run from Bandar, just few meters away from the try line. Then second phase of play, Jayavikrama could not collect it, and then Vidyartha pounds on that opportunity. It's their centre. Anjana Vijay Surya collecting that, and Vidyartha had to go for the kick. And a good kick from Balasurya there. St. Peter's just outside the 50-meter line with Tulaj Navodaya. Line out straight into the hands of skipper Madhugaske. Now to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama passing it to Thandu. Beautiful hands by St. Peter's. Now Dinetha Rana Singh unfortunately fumbles the ball in that tackle. Now Vidyartha going again, and And now kick into the longer side, knowing that St. Peter's fullback was not there. But Bandara doing the clear up work. Passing it to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama looking to spark something from this move. Long pass to the Peterite in the corner. Now Galake to Veerabangsha. St. Peter's piling on some phrases in the close quarter. Now Ridmal still going just outside inside the 50 meter. Now Vidyartha look for options. Beautiful pass to Kushant Arindu. No support in the process by the Peterites. But referee begin play back.
Time off.
Once again, Peters with quick hands and good running lines from the fullback. Kushant Arindu once again coming in support and breaking through the defense line. Almost over for his second try of the first half. But with the defense up to the task in that occasion. Referee allowing the players to have a small break. It's very hot and humid out here, as we mentioned earlier. Tough conditions for running rugby.
Small held up in play. It's a small injury concern for Peterite in the corner. And news from Pallekele. St. Anthony's leading 10 points to 3 at half time. And Dharmaraja College leading 21 points to 13 at Yafu's grounds in Ratmalana in their game. St. Joseph's 24 points to 6 leading at Havelock's. St. Peter's now kicks to touch. So with that, Joe's leading at Havelock Park and St. Anthony's leading at Pallekele. The second spot at the moment lies in the hands of St. Anthony's.
Yes, still all to play for. DS having an off day in their deciding game, which is unfortunate. They've done decently well in this season as one of the newbies in the top tier. Them and Zaire College. But here comes St. Peter's. Garlage, the nippy halfback, running through the defenders. Peter still with the ball, but referee holding on, says the referee. Support not arriving on time for Peters, and Vidyartha managing to tackle that.
Good move by Garlage from that line out. Still St. Peter's has not got all their line outs according to plan. This time it was overthrown, and Garlage then managed to get it and make some yards forward, as Vidyartha making a big mistake, not gaining touch. Now St. Peter's trying to run with the forwards coming into act, gaining some yards, but in that process they lose the ball. Now Vidyartha College looking for options under the pressure of St. Peter's College. But referee bringing play back to that Peterite knock forward. There by Sadev Gam again. The process small held up again. Few changes coming in for Vidyartha.
Okay.
5 minutes to go in the first half. St. Peter's dominating this game. and the defense by the Peterites bringing in their own 22-meter, bringing pressure to Vidyartha, has managed to bring in some errors from Vidyartha, not collecting the ball. Now that pass was not good by Balasuriya there, so just near the 40-meter line, and St. Peter's have an attacking line out.
Another chance for St. Peter's to get another try on board before the break. Just a couple of minutes remaining on our clock.
Number 19, yellow. Yellow number 19. Go, please.
It's again change coming in for St. Peter's. Revon Pereira going in.
Simon! Come right. You see? Small!
Revon Pereira replacing Denon Ranavira for St. Peter's College. But here's the rolling maul from the Peterites. Gallagher takes it out. Here comes Umit Shehara, who shrugs off a couple of defenders, still going. Brought down. Gallagher quick to react. Kushan Thanidu now going into heavy traffic.
Rolling.
Not the correct option in that occasion, but still the ball is with Peters. That's when the Dimel looking for Dinet Ranasinghe. Ranasinghe not expecting the pass. And the ball just rolling away out of touch. A couple of errors creeping in for the Peterites towards the latter part of this first half. Could be the fatigue getting in, but they need to be on their toes against Vidyartha College. It's not a team that you can relax for sure.
Kushan Thanidu had an ideal chance to send Jai Vikram. He ran a good supporting line, but Thanidu opted to go from himself. And then St. Peter's gifting the ball back to Vidyartha. Still Vidyartha now looking for the long pass and knock forward. And straight away that replacement. Now St. Peter's looking to spread it to the corner. Long pass. Beautiful handover there by Jai Vikram and sending Bandara for his second try. And St. Peter's scoring the 5th try in this game. And the backs again completing that try. Now see a pass from Vinda Dimel to Shihara and beautiful support pass there by Jai Vikrama to send his mate Pasindu Bandara over for his second. And he played at that center position in the last game. With the inclusion of Umit Shihara, he has moved into the wing position. There's good competition, Ranchika, in this Peterite team. He still see the lights of Pranit Silva, Emit Jayavira, Vishenka Silva in the bench who had performed well in the previous games.
Indeed, that's a good thing to have, a good headache to have. We all say that for the coaching staff to have so many options available. And I've seen that Peterites have opted for different players in different positions. They really have a lot of skills in their tank. And Kushan Thanidu with a stunning conversion. He's really turned up today with his kicking boots. He didn't have those in the previous game. Missed a couple of easy kicks in that game against Science College. But today it's just brilliant. Getting another one. 4 out of 4 for him. Takes St. Peter's 5 out of 5 for him rather. Takes St. Peter's to 35 points to 5 with a minute remaining on the clock.
Vidyartha College making that crucial mistakes. A long throwing in that line out that it was not required at the moment. Yeah, St. St. Peter's taking the maximum out of that opportunity. Jai Vikram
Half line.
kicking the ball out, and referee Arnashant signals that's a half time here at Bambalapitiya. Comprehensive performance by the Peterite in this first half, scoring 5 tries. And they go into half time with a lead of 30 points.
Comprehensive indeed. Motoring along the Peterites. 35 points to 5 tries. Already securing the bonus point in this final encounter of the first week, of the first round rather. Just what they needed going into the super round. We'll have a week break next week, and the following week super round will kick off. That's where the deciding games will be played to deem who will lift the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland. With Europe's largest retail manufacturer, Modern Expo, as a supply partner, along with its own 30,000 square foot HQ in St Albans, NABCO offers its customers a complete retail solution with the best talent in the industry. NABCO is leading the transformation of the retail landscape.
Experience the exquisite taste of real fruit with the goodness of fresh milk. Kothmale drinking yogurt, now in strawberry, mango, vanilla and wood apple. Kothmale drinking yogurt, your daily refreshment.
different. We are agile. We are empowered. We are a team. We are an outgo.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland. With Europe's largest retail manufacturer, Modern Expo, as a supply partner, along with its own 30,000 square foot HQ in St Albans, NABCO offers its customers a complete retail solution with the best talent in the industry. NABCO is leading the transformation of the retail landscape.
Experience the exquisite taste of real fruit with the goodness of fresh milk. Papare drinking yogurt, now in strawberry, mango, vanilla and wood apple. Papare drinking yogurt, your daily refreshment.
We are different. We are agile. We are empowered. We are a team. We are an outgo.
NABCO was born out of a spare bedroom. 34 years later, NABCO has grown to be one of the top retail solution providers, offering their customer-led proposition to over 200 trade and retail customers across the UK and Ireland. With Europe's largest retail manufacturer, Modern Expo, as a supply partner, along with its own 30,000 square foot HQ in St Albans, NABCO offers its customers a complete retail solution with the best talent in the industry. NABCO is leading the transformation of the retail landscape.
Experience the exquisite taste of real fruit with the goodness of fresh milk. Papare drinking yogurt, now in strawberry, mango, vanilla and wood apple. Papare drinking yogurt, your daily refreshment.
Welcome back to Bambalapitiya for the second half action in this Week 7 game of the Dialog Schools Rugby League between Vidyartha College and St. Peter's College. The Peterites leading 35 points to 5 in the first half. Highlights St. Peter's opened the scoring through Umit Shihar. Beautiful offload from Jayavikram opened up for Shihar and Kushan Tarindu, adding that extra points. Then St. Peter's again came back strongly, and Umit Shihara playing an integral part in that try, and Kushan Tarindu sending his mate Pasindu Bandar for his first try in this game. And he went and scored under the post for the Peterites. Another easy kick for Tarindu to add the tries. Then Vidyartha came back from a try of their own, and then we saw St. Peter's continue from where they left, and this time it was Kushan Tarindu's opportunity to dodge down another conversions from Tarindu. Then Shenuk Pereira came into the action for the forwards and scored the first try, and that was the bonus point try. And finally, just before half time, beautiful hands by the Peterite backs managed to send Pasindu Bandara for his second, and Kushan Tarindu continued his good kicking performance, getting his fifth kick in a row and bringing St. Peter's to a healthy position in the second half. And joining with me in commentary, Ranchika. Good half for St. Peter's. We expect the same from the Peterites.
Yes, and they start off with a good high-hanging kick. This fumbled out of touch. Will be a line out for Vidyartha College. It was dangerous play from Vidyartha. They let the ball bounce, and the bounce was in favor of the Peterites, but the Peterite player was not able to keep his feet out of touch. Scrum ball for Vidyartha College to start off the proceedings in this second half. Here comes Vidyartha from their own half. Going by himself. Into contact, dangerous. This is St. Peter's with the steal. Garlage in that occasion, but referee will have a chat with the assistant referee as to what happened. The advice from the assistant referee is that off his feet, says the referee, and given an extra 10 meters for Vidyartha College. So advantage Vidyartha, a chance for them to get some yards on this kick and then work from there. Balasuriya gets good yardage in that. Brilliant kick to start off to get themselves inside the 22-meter. Perfect kick, I would say, for Vidyartha College to start off the second half. If they can get a try, that will boost their morale for sure in the remainder of the game.
They missed out on a lot of touch finders in the first half. Good start, but the line out not according to the plan, and a knock forward in that process, so handing over the ball to St. Peter's. You do one thing correctly, but to continue from where you wanted, and the line out not working well for Vidyartha this time, and handing over the position to St. Peter's.
Second.
That's a knock forward from the line out.
Set.
Here's Garlage with the feed. Gets the ball out, gives it to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama to Vindya Dimel. Indanimal gives it to Dineth Ranasinghe, who goes to the boot. The ball bounces away, but it's still recycled by Vidyartha College. He needs support. The Vidyartha player support arrives in time. Here's now Vidyartha trying to work from their own half. They have space on the outside. Still going is the Vidyartha player at the halfway mark now. Good rush defense from the Peterite in this occasion, not allowing Vidyartha to gain yards. The ball is turned over. Galage takes it. Gives it to Dineth Ranasinghe, who goes into contact. The ball is loose. The big forward holding its ground. Good strength shown there from the Peterite forward. Here comes Indanimal, goes into contact. Brought down. Now Galage gives it to Javikrama to Kushan Tanidu, who fends off, gives the offload to Javikrama. Does he have the legs? Yes, he does. Once again, the back line of St. Peter's College proving just too much to handle for the Vidyartha boys. This time the combination was Javikrama and Kushan Tanidu. It was not an easy pass, but Kushan gathered it. He got the defenders to come on to him, and that freed up space for Javikrama to go all the way under the post for his second try. Peters scored their first in the second half and sixth in the game.
Pure strength shown by Javikrama. That last defender for Vidyartha could not prevent the 2022 skipper of scoring that try, as Kushan Tanidu continues his good work with his boot as he converts the sixth try in a row for St. Peter's. Good signs for the Bomber Brigade as their kicking has improved well in this game. Last week we saw 3 or 4 kickers taking kicks, but Kushan Tanidu has put up his hand and told his mates that he'll do all the kicking, and that continues well. Beautiful hands by the Peterite backs. This has been the trademark of this game. Silky hands by the number 12-13 combination, and which have enabled the wings to perform well. And this time we saw the two main players for St. Peter's, Kushan Tanidu and Javikrama, linking up together and scoring. Just a small held up in play. That Vidyartha player who's down. So medics will take care of it first. It's not a good sight to see in a game of rugby. But we'll wish him a speedy recovery, as St. Peter's started the proceedings as they expected in the second half, and opening up scoring and the lead.
The other player is being attended to by the medics. Looks like it's a head injury. And deciding day today in the Dialog Schools Rugby League Division 1. One spot up for grabs in the super round for St. Anthony's, St. Thomas's and DS Naga College. So far it's St. Anthony's who has kept a firm footing on that super round. But there's a lot of time remaining on our clock on those games as well. Decent crowd here at the Bambalapitiya grounds. Mostly the home fans coming in numbers to cheer on for their team in the final final first round game.
බේරින එකට කතා කරනවා.
So at the moment, St. Anthony's leads 22 points to 3. So they are in the front place to grab that second round final spot. So that if they qualify, St. Peter's would face them in the first week of the second round. And that is a trophy game for the two teams. So we haven't seen that game happening for some time now. So finally, the Anthonians can win that game at Pallekale. So the Rector's Trophy will be the next game which the Peterites will play. So we still see the Vidyartha player being attended by the medics. Looks not good for him. So it's very sad to see a player being stretched off. The Peterite skipper also going in and checking on that player. So there was a slight delay in the beginning of the game for the ambulance. And now this player needs to be carried off, so that delay by the referees demanding that all the medical work is must is coming into truth. Mainly the crowd here is all the ones from the home side, but we could expect bigger crowds coming in the next 2-week games. Huge 4 games remaining in the second round.
Still a hold up, trying to get the player onto the bed. Mentioned the Peterite fans coming in numbers to witness the final game of the first round. The player finally stretchered off. The crowd support. We're all ready to restart after that try from St. Peter's with the other college. We'll restart. Good high-hanging kick gathered cleanly there by Peterite player. Here's the replacement scrum half Pranit Silva, who has come onto the field replacing Galage, who had a decent game today. Now they are going into contact in that occasion, but referee deemed him to be holding on, and a penalty for Vidyartha College, a chance for them to get another try at least on board in this second half.
They would love to score some points, just the game is too far from their hands at the moment. St. Peter's bringing in the replacements in so they can have their substitute benched being given good game time. And now with the opportunity, they get this line out. They have shown that they have the capability of attacking the Peterite defense, but could not collect it last time, but this time they collects the line out and the rolling maul not formed according to the plan. Now Vidyartha looking for options, but the collection is not good there by the replacement fly half for Vidyartha. Now setting things up for second phase play. Peterite defense rushing well to bring that pressure to these Vidyartha forwards. Now looking for to use their big forwards. Still no gains for Vidyartha, just outside the 22 meter. They've been playing more than 6 phases of play, and now the advantage come for Vidyartha. So a free opportunity for these Tigers. Shows and goes is the fullback for Vidyartha College. Now looking for options. Still slow progression, but going forward is the Vidyartha. Long cutout pass, but St. Peter's defense on spot finally brings the player down. Still they have that penalty advantage in their sides. Changing the direction of attack, using that shorter side with the Vidyartha College. St. Peter's defense still up, defending well. Now they go for the backs, long pass there. Good back of the hand pass for the Vidyartha player. Another advantage in favor of the Tigers. Peterite defense being brought back just near the 5 meter line. Another pick and drive from Vidyartha. Patient play by the visitors, slowly but steadily. Now they are just inside near the 5 meter line. Third advantage for Vidyartha. St. Peters need to be careful. If they continue this, they could lose a player to the bin. Slow ball, but slowly but steadily they are gaining few meters forward. Peterite defense still hanging on. Just 2 meters away from the try line. This has been a good build-up by the Tigers from their 22 meter line. Just now 2 meters away from the try line. Good patience shown by the visitors. And a fourth advantage, and finally Vidyartha College going over and scoring the try. Good pick up there by the Vidyartha player, and he went over to score the second try for Vidyartha College.
Deserving try for them. They kept the ball. They made sure that they don't give up. And finally rewarded for all their hard work. The try scorer for Vidyartha College. Second try for them with the conversion to come.
Vidyartha College with the conversion. Flat kick that goes astray, so the score stands at 42 points to 10. Now the Peterites regrouping after conceding second try. The Vidyartha support has been quiet, but now they have
Okay, come.
woken up, and St. Peter's not coping well with the pressure. Straight away a mistake by Kushan Thanidu, first one in this game. And a centre scrum for Vidyartha with the momentum in favour of the visiting team. Ideal chance for the boys from Kandy.
They'll be looking to get probably a couple more tries. Get a losing bonus point by scoring 4 tries maybe. If they can. It would be a big effort from them in the second half. They can manage to score another 2 more tries. They have enough time remaining. And with their tails up now. Look forward, says the referee. So another scrum for Vidyartha College at centre field on the 40 metre.
St. Peter's the last few minutes have gone to sleep. A lot of mistakes happening. And Vidyartha College getting the better out in the last few minutes. Good run there by Vidyartha. Ranidu Gajanayaka now looking for the corner. Beautiful run there by the winger for Vidyartha College. Now Karnatilaka looking for options, goes to the big number 8 Gajanayaka, who is making few strides forward, and St. Peter's turn the ball over, but referee goes back to a penalty. At Pallakale, St. Anthony's leads 27 points to 10. Looks like they will most probably clinch that second spot. Just another held up in play, as we see another Vidyartha player down, and not good signs for the Tigers. They have lost 1 player in the process.
Couple of players taking several blows for Vidyartha College, but this time he looks to be in much better state compared to the previous player. Nevertheless, second half have been good from Vidyartha College. They've turned up, they've kept the fire going, they managed to be on par with the Peterites in this second half, especially 1 try each for both the sides, but Vidyartha College have managed to keep the ball inside the Peterite half, and that's why they are currently in good position to get a couple more tries on board if possible. Salvage some pride of this game.
Time on! Line offside!
It's a penalty in favour of Vidyartha. And Gayan Pereira, centre, will look to kick this deep, but not gone according to plan, but just outside the 22 metres. So another opportunity for this Vidyartha forwards, who played very well in the last try. Build up to that, was very patient in the process. Played more than 20 paces in that try. Slow and steady. Peterite defense could not turn the ball over and gave away a few penalties in the process. Now the line out looks good for Vidyartha. Could not form the rolling maul, so Vidyartha will go to the tried and tested pick and goes. The ball is loose, And now Karnatilaka puts a long pass for Vidyartha. Kick and chase in the hands, spotting that that player, the cover player for St. Peter's, but not available. But the kick is too long, so St. Peter's will get a scrum from where the kick was made.
Good thinking there from the number 11, that is Sarath Kumar, the fullback. There was no one in that vacant spot near the flag, but unfortunately the ball bouncing not in their favour. It's a real scrum for St. Peter's College. Praneeth Silva gets it out to win the Dimal. Joja Vikrama changes direction to Kushan Tarindu, who goes into contact at the centre field. And a penalty given. Hands on the ruck, says the referee, taken quickly by Praneeth Silva. Here comes the big forwards. Now Praneeth once again. Pranithu Ritmal in that occasion going into contact. Now in the Dimal to Javikrama, changes direction. Gives it to Kushan Tarindu, who keeps the ball in play. Yes, Vishenka Silva, who's on the field in this second half. But referee will bring back play for that initial knock forward. It's a late call from referee Arunashantha, but he gets it right. So Vidyartha College with another chance to get a couple of attacking phases inside the Peterite half.
Few scrappy passes in that process for Peterites. Missing that opportunity which Kushan Tarindu broke in and gained some yards. Now Vidyartha having another opportunity to crack at this Peterite defence. Good pressure by the Peterites, but still Vidyartha in position with the ball. And St. Peter's getting a penalty. Quick tap taken by Praneeth Silva, and he goes through this Vidyartha line and scores under the post. And this little gem is continuing to put pressure on coach Sanath Martis for a start in the first 15. And he has taken the Vidyartha defence by surprise by taking the quick tap and going over all the way under the post.
Smart from Praneeth Silva, coming in, identifying the vacant space, taking the quick tap and going under the post.
Tarindu now setting his sights on the conversion, so that's true. That's the 7th one for Kushan Tarindu, and his personal tally also increases. St. Peter's nears the 50 points mark, 49 points to 10. And finally, after a lot of defending, the Peterites are getting the maximum out of the opportunity presented to them.
So it's full time at Havelock Park. St. Joseph's College winning the game 29 points 16. There is most certainly secures a spot for St. Anthony's College, who are leading currently 29 points to 17. The last minute up at Pallikale against St. Thomas's College. So it will most probably be St. Anthony's College who will book that spot in the super round. Deserving for them. They played some outstanding rugby in patches, but when it mattered, they turned up today against St. Thomas's. They managed to so far lead the game. Here's St. Peter's College now from their own half. So this Javikrama gets the offload to Suleiman. Another set of fresh legs in the field for St. Peter's. But unfortunately Suleiman unable to break free from that tackle, and in the process loses the ball as well. Scrum for Vidyartha College. Free kick awarded for Vidyartha. Almost knocks it on, but keeps the ball in hand.
So free kick for Vidyartha just outside the 22-meter. Tap taken, and St. Peter's now in the defense. Now Vidyartha changes the direction but knocks the ball in the process. And another scrum in favor of the Peterites. So news from Palyakale is that St. Anthony's have won their encounter against St. Thomas, so they qualify for the second round. So that means St. Peter's first will meet St. Anthony's, and then Isipatana College in the second round.
That's the 4 teams for you. Isipatana College defending champions. And you have St. Anthony's College from Group A, and then St. Peter's College and Royal College completing that Super 4 spots. The second round will start off not the next week, the following week. Next week we will have action of the Bradby Shield, the second leg in Colombo. Trinity College currently leading 13 points to 10. It's going to be a thrilling encounter that next week. After that it will be back to the Dialog Schools Rugby League, the Super Round. Line out for St. Peter's. Takes it quickly. Navodaya. Praneeth Silva. Sudesh Javikrama to Bandara, who fence. Pulls in the dummy. Steps in, steps out. Still going. Needs support. Brought to ground. Vishenka Silva with the scrum half duties. Now they have anchors of space on the outside, but the Peterite forward opts to go by himself. Here's Praneeth. Now to his back line. Suleiman. That occasion going into contact. Here's the try.
That's Emi Jayavira going over for St. Peter's for the 8th try. Bamba Brigade scoring tries at ease in the second half. Good passage of play by the backs, finally allowing Jayavira to go over. St. Peter's continuing to look very dangerous with their back line, as we see now the replacements also joining in. Kushantanindu the contention. Here we see Praneeth Silva passing it to Emi Jayavira, just a small step to outside, and he found the gap of that Vidyartha defense. Now Kushan Tarindu misses the conversion for the first time of the game. So the points will stand at 54 points to 10. Another replay of that conversion, not successful. First time for the Peterites in this game.
Vidyartha with the restart. This time he goes long. Try scorer Javira gathers it. Here's St. Peter's Javir Krama looking for options. Praneeth Silva, the try scorer in the second half now. Fresh legs out there for St. Peter's College. The replacements getting in the much needed minutes for them as Javir Krama goes for the rubber. Here's a chase from Suleiman. Good chase there, but Vidyartha comes away with it. Here's a good break from the number 15 who drops the ball dead. Knock forward advantage for St. Peter's. Here's Peters keeping the ball in close quarters. Still going, St. Peter's at the halfway mark. And the referee will beam back play for that initial knock forward. So a scrum ball for St. Peter's. And we have another player down for Vidyartha College. As we enter the final 10 minutes, it was a delayed start for both the teams today due to the unavailability of the second ambulance, which is a necessity to kickstart the game. All other games have come to an end, and we have finally decided who will make it to the super round. The Senanayaka was the favourite to take it, but St. Joseph's College have thrashed them in the deciding game and ended all their hopes of reaching that super round in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. St. Anthony's College, of course, turning up at their own backyard in Pallikale and getting that win against St. Thomas's College to book that place in the super round. Here at St. Peter's College dominating proceedings, reaching that 50-point mark for the first time this season. This will do a world of good as they move on to the super round. Here's Praneeth Silva. Takes the ball out, gives it to Imit Javira to Sudesh Javikama, who gives the ball to Bandara, who ran a good angle but just couldn't keep the ball within his grasp. Unfortunately knocked on by the Peterite winger.
Another replay of that Javikrama wanting Bandara to cut back in, but he was not there, so unfortunately knocked forward in the process.
Set. Yellow.
Vidyartha College now having a centre scrum. Good pressure by St. Peter's. But referee Arashanta brings play for a reset of the scrum.
Okay, blue ball.
Few stoppages in the last few minutes of play. Has brought this game into a stop-start affair. As you see, another reset in the scrum.
Here's a feed once again from Vidyartha. Good pressure from the Peterites. Forces the number 8 to take the ball, and it's knocked forward by the player. So turnover ball for the Peterites, and it's going to be a scrum on the 40 meter on their own half.
Few knock-ons, just bringing this game as a lot of scrums in the last few minutes. Now St. Peter's looking to run from their own half, just moves out as St. Peter's now play with advantage. Kushant Arundiu puts the kick. The runners overran it, but Dulaj Navodya collecting in that process. Peters now looking to attack with Amit Javir.
Line offside.
We've seen the ball in that process, but referee bringing play back to that offside infringement.
Line offside. Let's come.
Chance for St. Peter's to get a few more points on board.
Yellow ball.
Opting for the scrum. They managed to outmuscle the Vidyartha players in the last couple of cross scrums, with fresh legs on the field for the Peterites. They managed to dominate the set plays. Rightfully this time opting for the scrum just in front of the post. Inside the 22, Praneeth feeds it in. Rajnauj takes it. Now Praneeth Silva gives it to the... It is Vishenka Silva who's just fumbled the ball with an easy try for the experienced winger. But he fumbles it. Here's Sudesh Jayavikrama now with the ball. Now going into the other side, Amit Javir, the try scorer.
Referee bringing back play to penalty just in front of the sticks, 5 meters out. Praneeth Silva with the ball in hand, picked up and pass to Navodya to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama just inches short of the try line. This time Dulaj Navodya goes in and scores the try for St. Peter's, and St. Peter's score their 9th try in this game. Still 4 minutes remaining in our clock. Good pass to Jayavikrama, who went so close to the try line, but Dulaj Navodya collecting the ball and was not stoppable, just 1 meter away from the try line, and he went over for the 9th try for the Peterites.
Amit Javir with the conversion duty this time. Conversion is not through, so the score will remain at 59-10. With 3 minutes remaining on our clock. St. Peter's scoring their highest ever points in this season against Vidyartha College. Ideal way to finish off a perfect first round for St. Peter's College.
Behind.
St. Peter's from their own half. Sudesh to the replacement Suleiman, who goes through the middle, tries to barge his way over the try line. But Vidyartha steal the ball and managed to bring it towards the Peterite half. Here's Vidyartha going into heavy traffic, no way through that channel for them. Fumble ball, but still Vidyartha recycle it inside the 40 meter now. Can they price out another try in this final few minutes of the game? Brilliant turnover there from the Peterite player. And here comes St. Peter's now. Vishenka Silva fends off couple of defenders, still going, maintaining his balance. Now he needs support. Support arrives. Brilliant technique there from Kushan Thanindhu to hold off the counter ruck. Now St. Peter's using the forwards. Brought down inside the 22 now. Praneeth gives it to Bandara. Bandara goes by himself, almost on the 5 meter. Peter still with the ball. Here's the number 4, just inches away from the try line, St. Peter's. And it's over. Tenth try for St. Peter's College. That is Jan Veerabansa going over his first try of the day. St. Peter's clear domination, 64 points to 10 with the conversion to come. Kushan Thanindhu takes over the duties.
Seven out of 8 kicks for Kushan Thanindhu in this game. And a try to his name also. Setting his sights on the conversion. The kick goes through, so that's 2 more points for St. Peter's College. Takes their tally into 66 points to 10. You see a replay of that, and that's full time here at Bambalapitiya. St. Peter's College winning the 6th game in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023 and collecting their 4th bonus point in the process, so they will have 34 points in the points tally. An all-round comprehensive game by the Peterites, finishing off the first round in style.
Indeed. And Nilan, we need to name our NDB player of the match. My pick is Kushan Thanindhu for his kicking and also his contribution with the try, and also a couple of the combination between him and the backs were just perfect in the first half, and that's what helped St. Peter's College dominate the game.
Yeah, with 21 points scored in this game, the NDB player of the match is Kushan Thanindhu. As you see the full-time confirmation, St. Peter's College 66 points to 10 against Vidyartha College in this 7th week encounter in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. Peterites will face St. Anthony's first in the 2nd round, and then they will play Sipathana in the last week. Good end to the first round for the Peterites. They will look to continue the same in the 2nd round after the rest week next week, and then play resumes for the 4 sides, St. Peter's and Royal from this group, and Isipathana College and St. Anthony's from the other group.
Here's the highlights in the second round, so second half rather. Sudesh Jayavikrama opening the score sheet in the second half. Second try for him. Once again, Kushan Tharindu with that assist. And Kushan with the conversion. And then Vidyartha responded with a try from number 4, Kumara Dilshan. And then Praneeth Silva with smart bit of play there. Getting the quick tap and going under the post. Kushan converted that as well. And then Amit Javira coming in and scoring an easy one for him. And then it was Dulaj Navodya just picking it up from close range and touching down. Janveer Bangsa getting in the act. Conversion was through from Kushan Tharindu to end a dominant performance from the Peterites. 66 points to 10 as they end the first round with a thrilling win. 10 tries, 8 conversions for St. Peter's College, as with the other college only managed to price out 2 tries. 66 points to 10, the final full-time confirmation. NDB player of the match, St. Peter's College fullback Kushan Tharindu with a stellar game with the foot and a couple of assists for the tries and a try for himself as well in this game. So that's it from Bambalapitiya, from us. Thank you for joining us from all around the world. I hope you guys enjoyed our coverage of the first round. But the tournament is not over. We are just entering the business end, the super round in a week's time. Next week will be a break. We'll bring you live coverage of the Rugby Shield, which will happen on Sunday. But until then, it's goodbye.